Ladies and gentlemen, life will test you. It will push you to your limits, shake your faith, and challenge your patience. But the real question is, how do you respond? Do you panic? Do you lose control? Or do you remain calm, grounded, and unwavering? The truth is, your mind is your strongest weapon. And when you train it to be calm in every situation, you gain power over your emotions, your reactions, and ultimately your life. Understand this: storms will come, challenges will arise, pain is inevitable. But your ability to remain calm in the midst of chaos, that is what separates the weak from the strong, the lost from the focused, the defeated from the victorious. The mind must be trained, disciplined, and conditioned just like the body. If you want strength, you don't wish for it, you build it. And if you want peace, you don't just hope for it, you cultivate it. Tonight, I want to share with you the 7 principles that will train your mind to be calm in every situation. These are not just words, they are weapons. They are tools that, if applied, will change the way you face life forever. So listen closely, because this isn't just about motivation. It's about transformation. Control your reaction or it will control you. Emotions are like fire. Left unchecked, they will burn everything in their path. The problem is, most people react instead of respond. They let anger dictate their words, let fear shape their decisions, and let frustration steal their peace. But you have to understand something. Your reaction is the only thing you can control in any situation. The world will throw things at you, people will test you, and life will challenge you, but your response, that's on you. The greatest mistake you can make is letting your emotions speak before your mind has had a chance to think. How many times have you said something in anger and regretted it later? How many times have you made a decision out of fear and wished you had waited? A trained mind doesn't react. It observes, processes, and then responds with clarity and wisdom. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. The wind is howling, the rain is pouring, but you remain still. Why? Because you know that panic will not stop the storm. It will only make it harder to endure. That's life. When problems hit, when people test you, when life doesn't go your way, stay still, breathe, think, then act. Training your mind to be calm doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It means you don't let emotions control you. It's about stepping back, looking at the situation objectively, and making decisions based on logic, not impulse. And that, my friends, is how you take control of your life. Every situation in life will demand a response. But whether that response is wise or reckless, that is entirely up to you. Don't give people or circumstances the power to pull you out of character. The real test of strength is not in how loud you can yell, but in how silent you can stay. So when the moment comes, and trust me, it will, when someone disrespects you, when life throws obstacles in your path, when emotions rise like a storm, remember this: control your reaction or it will control you. Silence is power. Use it wisely. There's a reason why the strongest people in the world don't speak much. It's not that they don't have something to say, it's that they understand the power of silence. See, silence is not weakness, it's strategy. It gives you time to think, to assess, to decide, It keeps you from saying things you'll regret and doing things you can't take back. But most people don't understand this. They think that responding immediately makes them stronger, that speaking first gives them control. But in reality, the one who speaks less listens more and observes carefully is the one who holds the real power. When you're calm, when you're quiet, you force the world to reveal itself to you. In difficult situations, silence allows you to hear what's really being said, not just with words, but with actions, with energy, with intention. It allows you to see the truth beneath the noise, and when you can see clearly, you can act wisely. People will try to provoke you. They will push your buttons, test your patience, and try to bring you down to their level. Don't take the bait. A wise person knows that every reaction is a choice, and silence is often the most powerful one. It keeps you in control while they lose theirs. So the next time life challenges you, the next time someone disrespects you, the next time chaos erupts around you, stay silent. Not because you are weak, but because you are strong enough to let your actions speak louder than words. Discipline your mind daily, not just when it's convenient. A calm mind is not built in a day, it's built daily. Just like an athlete trains his body, you must train your mind every single day. Not just when you feel like it, not just when life is easy, but every single day, especially when life is hard. Most people wait for trouble to come before they start working on their mindset, but by then it's too late. You can't build strength in the middle of a battle. You must build it before the battle begins. That means practicing patience when things are good, so you can remain patient when things are bad. It means controlling your emotions in small moments, so you can control them in big moments. Every situation, every conversation, every problem is an opportunity to train your mind. The question is, are you using it? Are you learning from your mistakes, or are you repeating them? Are you practicing self-control, or are you giving in to every impulse? Are you building mental strength, or are you letting life dictate your emotions? A warrior doesn't wait for battle to sharpen his sword. He sharpens it every day. So when the moment comes, he is ready. That's how you must train your mind. Every morning, remind yourself, I control my thoughts. I control my emotions. I control my reaction. And when life tests you, you will be ready. Master the art of patience. Not everything needs a reaction. Patience is not about waiting, it's about how you wait. It's about maintaining peace in the process, about trusting that not every situation requires an immediate response, and that sometimes the best thing you can do is let time do its work. A trained mind knows when to act and when to stay still. It knows that some battles are won not by fighting, but by waiting. Think about how many times impatience has caused regret. You rushed into a decision without thinking it through. You reacted too soon, said too much, or did something that couldn't be undone. But what if you had waited? What if you had given yourself time to breathe, to see things clearly, to let emotions settle? More often than not, time brings clarity. What felt urgent in the moment feels small in hindsight. What seemed like a problem often solves itself. People who master patience master life. They don't allow frustration to dictate their actions. They don't let emotions cloud their judgment. They understand that some things take time and not every situation requires their immediate involvement. They choose peace over panic, wisdom over impulse, strategy over reaction. There is power in patience because patience is discipline in action. It's the ability to pause when the world tells you to rush. It's the ability to listen when everyone else is talking. It's the ability to wait when everyone else is moving. Patience is not weakness, it's controlled strength. It's knowing you could react, but choosing not to because you value peace more than proving a point. Training your mind to be calm means training yourself to be patient. To trust that not every problem is yours to solve. Not every conflict is worth your energy. Not every moment needs a response. Because when you learn to be patient, you learn to protect your peace. And in a world full of noise, protecting your peace is one of the greatest victories you can achieve. So when life challenges you, when people test you, when emotions rise, pause. Take a step back. Ask yourself, do I need to react or do I need to wait? And more often than not, you'll find that patience is the answer. Embrace discomfort. It's where growth happens. Most people want peace, but they don't want the struggle that comes with building it. They want strength, but they don't want the discomfort that forges it. But let me tell you something. Growth happens in discomfort. Strength is built in the struggle. A trained mind doesn't run from discomfort, it embraces it, knowing that it is the price of transformation. Think about the strongest people you know, the calmest, the wisest, the most grounded. They weren't born that way. They became that way by going through the fire, by facing difficulty head on, by embracing situations that forced them to grow. They learned how to control their emotions because life tested them. They learned how to stay calm because chaos surrounded them. They learned how to be unshakable because they had to be. If you want to train your mind to be calm, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. You must face your fears instead of running from them. You must sit with your emotions instead of escaping them. You must endure situations that challenge you because they are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Discomfort is not the enemy, it's the teacher. Every time you face a difficult situation, every time you choose to remain calm in the storm, you are building the mental toughness that will carry you through life. You are strengthening the muscles of patience, resilience, and self-control. So instead of avoiding discomfort, step into it, welcome it. See it as a sign that you are growing, that you are evolving, that you are becoming stronger. Because when you stop fearing discomfort, you stop fearing life. And when you stop fearing life, you start living it on your terms. The next time life challenges you, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? And when you learn to embrace discomfort, you will find that peace is no longer something you chase, it's something you create. Eliminate unnecessary stress. Not everything deserves your energy. Life is already hard enough. Don't make it harder by holding on to things that don't serve you. Most of the stress people carry is not because of what happens to them, but because of how they choose to respond. They hold on to grudges, they hold on to resentment, they hold on to fear, they hold on to overthink situations, and stress over things they cannot change. But a trained mind knows this. Peace is a choice, and not everything deserves your energy. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Because every time you engage in unnecessary conflict, every time you give your energy to things you cannot control, you are trading your peace for stress. And that is not a trade worth making. Most of the things that upset us won't matter a week from now. Most of the arguments we have could be avoided. Most of the stress we carry is self-inflicted. A trained mind knows how to let go. It knows that not every comment needs a response. Not every situation needs engagement. And not every battle needs to be fought. You are not obligated to carry stress that does not belong to you. You are not required to participate in every conflict that comes your way. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is necessary. It is an act of self-respect, a declaration that you value your mental well-being more than temporary emotions. So be mindful of where you invest your energy. Ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Will this make me better? Will this bring me peace? And if the answer is no, let it go. Because when you learn to eliminate unnecessary stress, you make room for the things that truly matter. And when your mind is clear, when your heart is unburdened, when your spirit is free from unnecessary weight, that is when you truly learn what peace feels like. Find peace in chaos, because life won't always be easy. The world will not stop for you. Problems will not wait until you're ready. Life will not always be fair. But a trained mind does not depend on external circumstances for peace. It creates peace from within. Because true peace is not about living a life without problems. It's about remaining calm in the middle of them. You have to stop waiting for the world to be perfect before you allow yourself to be at peace. If your peace depends on things going your way, you will never be at peace. Because there will always be something to fix, something to worry about, something to stress over. The key is learning to be still, even when the world around you is moving. Think of the eye of a hurricane. The storm rages, the winds howl, the chaos swirls, but in the center there is calm. That is what you must become. The storm will always be there, but you must learn to find stillness in the center. It starts with a decision that no matter what happens around you, you will not let it disturb what's inside you, that you will not be a prisoner to your emotions, that you will not be controlled by fear, that you will not allow circumstances to dictate your state of mind. Because when you find peace in chaos, you become untouchable. You become the person who can walk through storms and not be shaken, who can face challenges and not be broken, who can remain calm no matter what life throws their way. And when you master that, when you train your mind to be calm in every situation, you don't just survive life, you own it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember this. Your mind is your greatest asset, but only if you train it. The world will test you, people will provoke you, challenges will arise, but the question is, will you control your mind, or will your mind control you? Calm is not something you find, it's something you build. It's something you train. And when you train your mind to be calm, you gain a power that nothing and no one can take from you. So go out into the world, stand strong, stay calm, and take control. Because when your mind is unshakable, your life becomes unstoppable.